All right, so we talked about normal vision and then abnormal vision. Now we're going to talk about mainly glasses and how to fix some of those things. So before we get to how to specifically fix, we need to talk about lenses. So glasses or contacts are lenses, and there's two types. All right, so the first type is convex. This is called a convex lens. So what happens is when the light hits it, because it's bent inward, it will actually draw the light into a point, all right, and bring it closer. So this was originally going to be focal point all the way back here. It's now going to be up here. All right, so this is called a convergent lens. That's because these are converging. The light is coming together. All right, so that's convex. And then there is a second lens called divergent. And divergent is just the opposite. It is concave. Right? So if our light is coming in, it's actually going to spread it out. All right, it's going to diverge away or push back. So now the focal point would have been like right here. Now it's going to be way back here. All right. So that's going to be important for fixing myopia and hyperopia. So you just need to remember that concave. So it caves in. And then if you can just draw it like this, you don't even remember if it's divergent and convergent. If you just kind of draw it and think about it, it's bent this way, so the light bends out. Whereas convex is bent this way, and it comes together. All right, so concave, convex. So let's go back to hyperopia and myopia. So remember with myopia, the vision was too far in front of the retina, therefore we are going to have to push the image back. Alright, so if we go back to our lenses, remember we have convergent lenses and divergent. For this one we would want a divergent lens because we want to push the focal point back onto the retina. And this is called concave. Over here we have hyperopia, farsightedness, and then remember the focal point is now back here. So we want to put, it's in backup. So we want to push image front. Alright, and in order to do that, we need our convergent lens, which is convex. Alright, so that's the basics of prescriptions, is they figure out what type you are, and then depending on, this can get more and more convex, so most of you guys are probably most of you are probably, if you're anything, you are myopic. That's because you can see close, but you can't see far away. So you probably have a concave lens, and what will happen is we'll get more and more concave the worse your vision is, to bring that into focus. There's astigmatism here. I'm just going to show it to you. So remember, astigmatism is blurred vision all the way on the back. It's because of a misshaped cornea, and we just have a funky lens. You don't have to worry about that. The key part is up here, myopia and hyperopia. Now, myopia is definitely the more common, but what will happen is if you notice, remember when we talked about accommodation? So accommodation is when your lens flexes to bring distance and near objects into focus. So just to change focus. Well, if you notice your parents or older individuals, generally they can't focus too much on menus or reading or phones or anything like that anymore. That's because they have generally become Now, even if they were nearsighted, they've now become farsighted too, and that's called presbyopia. You don't need to know that. All I want you to do is understand where these bifocals, or now they're called progressive lenses, have come into play. So you'll notice some older individuals, and you might not even see it anymore, they used to have glasses that looked like this, and you can actually see the part for to see near, and that was their reading part down here. And then they had their normal distant vision for their myopia. So I just wanted to let you know where that's coming from. And that is an important thing to understand, especially since you know about accommodation here, is that their lens is no longer flexible. All right, the lens hardens over time with age. So generally, a lot of people generally get this eye condition, especially as we look at our phones more and look at screens. It's getting worse and worse. All right, so that is how we fix problems with our vision.